So in this money mindset challenge, this is a relatively simple one today. I want you to just get a notebook to track your expenses. We are going to go old school here, and we are going to write down basically everything we spend our money on. Now, I'm saying this from the perspective of you're just going to get the notebook, and I'm going to explain to you what we're going to do with the notebook. You're going to take the notebook, and preferably it's like got something that it has like bullet points or whatever the thing is, because what you're going to want to do is that every time you spend money, and part of the challenge is you're going to just document for a week. You're going to get all the receipts, and you're going to document every expense every day, right? And so if you went to got coffee, it was $2.99 from Dunkin'. If you got gas, Wawa, $42. Like at some point, you're going to do this at the end of the week, but you need a notebook to document all of the expenses. And then what we're going to do is once you've are going to sit down at the end of the week with all of your expenses and all of your receipts, you're just going to look at and then on this side, you just kind of want to write emotionally what was going on that day. And so I will give you an example where I went to the grocery store and I had a list, and I went to the grocery store and I bought chocolate chips for cookies. I bought potato chips for my father-in-law. I bought I needed salt. So all of those things were on the list, right? And then I just ended up buying something additional. I don't even remember what I bought, but that goes to show you, right? And I'm going to, at the end of the week, I'm going to write all the things down. And then I'm going to sort of identify what was going on for me that day emotionally. What was going on for me? I was overwhelmed. I was stressed. I was frazzled. I was whatever. And this is going to be the area where I'm just going to document maybe what I was feeling this week. Or again, this is about pattern recognition. We're using this notebook to identify patterns. Right? And so if we're trying to be curious and remove emotion out of the shame that comes with our spending, then the first part of it is to just kind of try to remove yourself and just do the scientific method where you're just documenting. You're just documenting. And really then trying to pair the emotions that are happening in addition to the actual purchase. Because we could sit here and say I bought chocolate chips, and I bought I bought coffee, and I bought gas, and some things you'll look at and be like, well, I needed gas, right? And certain things I'll look at the receipt and I'll say, I bought this extra thing, or I bought more chocolate chips than I originally went in for. This is a reflection. This is journaling. What was going on? Why did I feel the need to buy more chocolate chips? Where was I feeling like a void, right? Where was the impulse to buy an additional bag of chocolate chips? And so you sort of get the notebook. So this is just part one, is get the notebook. Just get a notebook. And again, I understand financially, this is maybe one of those things where you don't want to make an expense. Google it, Canva template, just try to find something where you're able to document your daily purchases. Okay? So that is your task for today. And I'll see you in the next one.